Wind turbines and their environmental impact. Wind turbines are often seen as a clean energy source, but their installation and operation can impact local ecosystems in various ways. These impacts include land use changes, effects on wildlife, and potential alterations to natural habitats. Understanding these consequences is essential for balancing the benefits of renewable energy with environmental preservation. Disruption to wildlife habitats. The construction of wind farms often requires significant land clearing, which can disrupt local habitats. This may affect plant and animal species that rely on the natural environment for food, shelter, and migration. In areas with sensitive ecosystems, the presence of turbines can lead to long-term environmental changes, especially when large areas of land are affected. Risk to birds and bats. One of the most well-known impacts of wind turbines is the risk they pose to birds and bats. Birds, particularly migratory species, may collide with the blades while flying. Bats are also vulnerable due to their flight patterns and attraction to the turbines. However, the scale of these impacts varies, and studies are ongoing to reduce fatalities through better turbine design and placement. Potential for noise and light pollution. Wind turbines can generate noise due to the movement of their blades, which can disrupt local wildlife, particularly species sensitive to sound, such as bats and nocturnal animals. Additionally, the lighting on turbines, often required for air traffic safety, can create light pollution, disturbing ecosystems and behaviors of animals that rely on natural light cycles. Alteration of local microclimates. Wind turbines can potentially alter the local microclimate by changing wind patterns and air currents. This may have a minor effect on the surrounding vegetation and local weather systems, particularly in areas with dense turbine installations. The cumulative effect of numerous wind farms on regional climates is still a subject of research. Habitat fragmentation and migration patterns. The installation of wind farms can lead to habitat fragmentation, which affects the movement of species across landscapes. This can disrupt migration routes and reduce genetic diversity within populations. In some cases, wildlife may be forced to adjust their travel routes or even abandon certain areas altogether due to the turbines. Positive impacts on some species. Despite the potential negative effects, wind turbines can also have some positive impacts on local ecosystems. For example, turbines are often placed on agricultural land, which can coexist with farming activities like crop production or grazing. Additionally, the construction of wind farms may help preserve large areas of natural land by reducing the need for fossil fuel-based energy production. Efforts to mitigate ecological damage. To minimize the environmental impact of wind turbines, various mitigation strategies are being developed. These include selecting turbine locations that avoid key wildlife habitats, designing turbines that are less dangerous to birds and bats, and implementing monitoring programs to track the health of local ecosystems. Advances in sustainable wind energy practices. The wind energy sector is investing in more sustainable practices to reduce ecological disruption. New turbine designs are being developed that have less impact on local wildlife, such as slower moving blades and quieter operations. These innovations, combined with better planning and environmental assessments, aim to make wind energy both clean and ecologically responsible. Balancing energy needs with ecosystem preservation. Wind turbines play a crucial role in the transition to renewable energy, but their environmental impact must be carefully managed. By balancing energy needs with ecological preservation, we can ensure that wind farms contribute to a sustainable future without causing unnecessary harm to local ecosystems.